Welcome to RSSDI TV 2020. I am Dr. Shahu Ingole and you are watching me on RSSDI TV 2020 brought to you by Vocard. Today I am honored to have with me an eminent personality and renowned senior diabetologist from Chennai, the recipient of highest civilian award for his services in the field of medicine, Padma Shri Award and Dr. B.C. Roy Award, Dr. V. Mohan Sir. Sir is the chairman and chief diabetologist, Dr. Mohan's Diabetes Specialty Center and Madras Diabetes Research Foundation, Chennai. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
So, sir, based on your recent talk in RSSDI 2020 on preventing the clinical inertia, the only way the dream of complications-free India can come true, we would like to know from you what is the burden due to diabetes and its complication in India.
As you know, currently India is in second place with respect to the number of people with diabetes. The current numbers are somewhere around 77 to 80 million people with diabetes. Through our epidemiological studies, we have shown that about 1 in 5 at least will have complications of diabetes. So it's fair to assume that there are about 20 million people with diabetic kidney disease, eye disease, nerve complications, etc. This is, if you think about it, 4 times the population of Denmark, just with complications of diabetes, and almost the population of Australia, and 1/3 the population of, say, UK or Germany, just the number of people with complications in India. So it's a really huge problem.
So, sir, we would like to know from you what is the clinical inertia and what is the best way to overcome this clinical inertia?
Clinical inertia is traditionally defined as the lack of treatment intensification when the goals of care are not met. For example, HbA1c goal of 7%, everybody knows. Blood pressure 140/90 or below, everybody knows. LDL cholesterol at least below 100, everyone knows. Patient comes to us and they are not at this goal, but we don't add a statin to bring the LDL down. We don't add another oral agent. We don't think of insulin. We don't do anything. That is classically clinical inertia. And in the context of my talk today, that is my main focus, which I am saying that when they are supposed to be at goal and you don't do that, they will develop complications. That's why I've titled it saying this is the only way if you want to prevent complications, get all these 3 under goal. But then clinical inertia is actually much wider than that. Suppose even before the stage of diabetes, somebody is then pre-diabetes. And we have an opportunity to prevent diabetes through lifestyle, weight reduction, diet, exercise. But we don't do it. As doctors, we don't talk about it. Society does. There is clinical inertia there itself, which has started. Even before pre-diabetes comes, children in school who are overweight and have a family history of diabetes, they are the ones who are going to develop metabolic syndrome and pre-diabetes and diabetes. There itself, if you don't start, we have lost the opportunity there itself. So I would say clinical inertia is very wide. From the time you are a child till you get diabetes and beyond, clinical inertia is there. And at every point, we'll have to start working if you want to make India at least diabetes complications free. I won't say diabetes free. That's very difficult because age itself is a non-modifiable factor. At least if we can prevent the complication, we can say 20 years from now, nobody in India will have complication. That itself will be a big step forward.
Yeah. So, sir, you will agree that number of risk factors have been identified that will lead to the microvascular as well as the macrovascular complications in the diabetes. So, do you really think that the complications can be prevented?
See, we have evidence for it. That is why I am talking so authoritatively. In 2013, I published a paper in Diabetes Care on a series of about 248 patients who had lived for at least 40, if not 50 years with type 2 diabetes, and they did not have any significant complications. That became a breakthrough paper, and for that only the Harold Rifkin Award was given to me by the American Diabetic Association. It's not just 1 or 2 stray cases. It's a large series, and today I have many more. Last year, I published another paper showing that people can live to 90 years and beyond. And many of my patients have crossed 90, 95, a few have crossed 100 years of age also. None of them have any complications of diabetes. Again, it's not a small number, it's more than 400 such patients. So having shown that it is possible, earlier people would have said, oh, lifespan of the diabetic patient comes down, everybody will develop complications, they're irreversible and so on. I don't agree. I think if we really work from the beginning, from day one, if we get the ABCD, I call it, A is A1C below 7%. B is blood pressure below 140/90. C is cholesterol and LDL. Keep it below 100 or even below 70. And D is discipline, which leads to diet, exercise, and also giving up smoking, not drinking too much. If we follow this, I am convinced that in everybody, we can prevent complications. Therefore, we'll definitely have a complications-free India. It's due to the inertia, both by the doctors as well as by the patients. No, chalta hai attitude, nothing will happen to me, or we'll see later. That because of that only we are failing. So from the beginning, if we get very aggressive, I'm sure the dream of a complication-free India will come true.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for sharing your views and joining us on RSSDI TV 2020 brought to you by WOCAD.
Thank you, Dr. Shahu Ingole, and thank you to WOCAD and to RSSDI.